everyone, it's Jen and Lindsey, and it is Wednesday. It's 1 o'clock here in Ohio, and that means it's semi for painting. Today, Lindsey and I are working on a fun Christmas door hanger. It is a new piece that we just put on the website like yesterday, Lindsey.
It is brand
spanking new. It's a new one, guys. You haven't seen this one before, unless you were on the website yesterday. So it's a fun one. It's really simple, but we're going to do it in our semi for painting today because I know you guys can handle this. It's so easy. I base coated my background just for time's sake because I don't know how long it's actually going to take me to paint this. I painted my sample at the desk in like less than an hour. So I know we can get this done in no time. I'll show you what it looks like. This is what my sample looks like. So this is Merry Christmas Holly. It's super cute. It's simple pieces, lots of big pieces. So there's not a lot of gluing and piecing. You can put it all kind of together. I will say that the leaves are a little bit tricky because the way they're cut out, they are meant to go up into some of the lettering. But I'll show you all of that. Sorry, I got a cough all of a sudden. Didn't cough all day.
No, she hasn't been coughing at all. Well, she's drinking.
This is my coffee from this morning.
I'm going to make a comment while she's clearing her throat. So as you may have seen on Facebook, there was a post about addressing a rumor.
Oh, yeah.
We want to address that today in case you have not seen the post. There was a rumor going around that we are closing.
Yeah.
We don't know what starts these rumors.
No, and we have no idea who started it, where it started from.
So, I mean, we're not closing.
No, let's put your minds to ease. We are not going anywhere anytime in the near future.
Yeah, and the only thing that's changed is Mom and Dad work a little bit less, but Jen and I are here every day, Monday through Thursday.
Yeah.
And we do your orders and cut the product.
And they're going out just as quickly as they would any other time.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, don't worry about that. I mean, Mom and Dad may have cut back their time working, but Chris is still designing as much, but she designs in her home studio instead of at work.
Yeah.
And you know,
she even writes patterns and stuff from home now, and then she just kind of
brings them in and makes me edit them.
Yeah, and then fixes them from here. So everything is going as normal here, and it's going to continue to go that way. Yeah, I don't know if it had anything to do with like Drake going,
and then I
don't know if that's where it started, but
Drake moved on.
Yeah,
and it wasn't like a bad blood or anything.
No,
he just moved on. He'd been here since he was 18.
Yeah, he was ready for a change.
And he was ready to move on, and he moved on.
Yeah,
and that was it. And I don't know if it's a combination of that or another business has. A person retired in the industry, and I think people might have been getting us confused.
Well, I think people panic too.
Yeah.
Like one person decides to retire or closes. I know when another company closed a few years ago, we got calls for like 3 weeks after they announced their closing, and they're like, "Are you guys closing too?" We weren't, and that's the thing. Just because it's happening in one business doesn't mean it's happening in another. So we are still here working all the time, coming up with new designs, just like this door hanger. Mm-hmm. So brand new stuff, guys. We have brand new stencils. We have brand new pieces that are coming out. Lindsey's going to get caught up after our whirlwind of, at some point every day, Lindsey and I both say we're getting caught up this week.
And one thing that happened this week, and we're behind because the computers crashed last week, and and I have about 20 more gray hair now.
Yeah, it's okay.
But it's okay. Yeah.
She made it. She made it through it, guys.
I made it, and I've got gray hair, and I might have to start coloring, but it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah,
it's going to be fine. It's fine.
Yeah, so we just wanted to address that. It was addressed on Facebook, but some people don't see the post, but we did want to address that. Because we were kind of laughing about it because we looked at him and said, "Oh, so should we not work now?"
Is there something you guys need to tell us?
You need to tell us this.
Is there a reason I'm getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning? Like, if I can stay home and sleep in, I'm all about that life.
Yeah. So just minds at ease. We're not going anywhere. Nope. Everybody is good.
We're still coming in here every single day.
Is good.
Yes.
He's ornery, but he's good.
He and I like to get in trouble. So that's all.
So anyway, back to painting. Okay,
so the piece that we're doing today, like I said, is brand new. You can find it at cdwood.com. If you go to our new items section on our website, it will be in there. That's also where you're going to find those adorable Christmas spoons that we did yesterday. Chris and I did in that live. That was so much fun. Let me just talk about that for 1 minute. That was fun. I've never painted with Chris like that. Lindsey and I did one painting with her when she was doing like a Facebook Live a long time ago. It was like a popsicle plaque, and she's like, "You girls can handle it. Let's do it." And we were like, "Okay," but this was more intense, this project we did yesterday. yesterday. And I really like how my Santa turned out. So Lindsay glued him up. I'm taking him home, putting him on my Christmas tree. But he is cute. So if you haven't picked up the spoonful of Christmas pattern yet, you can still get that on our website, cdwood.com. You can get the ornaments as well. We have a bundle that has a pattern in all 3 ornaments. So we'll have a Santa Claus, has a snowman, it has a gingerbread, but each have a different embellishment. Like the Santa's little nose pops up, the gingerbread has a holly on his little head, and then the snowman has a little snowflake on his. So those are all available on our website, cdwood.com. You can get the ornaments separate, or you can get the bundle with it's the pattern and the one of each of those ornaments. So that is available. You can also pick up this new Merry Christmas holly hanger that we're going to do today. It's awesome.
Kind of a mouthful.
Merry Christmas holly hanger. Yeah. It's available today as well, so you can grab that if you want. And then tomorrow we are doing a Christmas stencil, and it's I tried. So it says it's kind of like check boxes. It says nice,
naughty,
nice, and I tried.
It's Jen's motto.
It is totally me. I do try every year, but sometimes I'm nice and sometimes I'm not. But anyways, that's what we're doing tomorrow. So if you're ordering and you want to get that, grab that stencil as well if you want to do it. I'm not sure what surface we're doing it on, but
I can't remember.
Yeah, but that's what we're doing tomorrow. Okay, let's get started, Lou, because we got a lot going on today. Let's flip that camera. Okay, so this is what the piece looks like. I'm going to show you. This is the finished piece that I did. Okay, so I painted this in less than an hour last week. I think it was like Thursday or something. After we did a live, I went over, I told Lindsay, I was like, this is really pretty. I want to see if I can get this painted up real quick. So I sat down at the desk and did it real fast. So that's what the finished piece is going to look like. That's what we're going to do today. I'm excited because I'm going to take this one home. Like, I don't ever take my pieces home after I painted them. They're usually sitting here around the store, but since we're going to
hanging on your door.
Well, since we're going to have 2 of them, I'm taking one of them home. It's going to be the exact same. So we're going to do that. I base coated my base in lamp black, super easy. I just did it with a foam brush. Don't judge me. It's fast. Okay. It's fast. I literally did it before the video, like while the countdown for the video was coming on. That's when I did the base coating for the background. So I did that in lamp black. And then let me show you this. So the Merry Christmas, see how this is all connected? All right, I'm going to slowly pull it apart. So this is connected. So you're getting these parts connected here. Okay. And then you've got your M is a separate letter. Okay. And then you've got your CH, TA, and S are all separate letters, okay? So let's put those over there. All right. I want to leave this here for a second because I want to show you these hollies before we take them off of here. This is what I mean when I said that they were kind of cut to go around the letters. So see where the humps for that, the R's are right there? That piece goes in the middle of those, and then this piece sits where the M and then this R and E go, okay? And then you've got your bottom part down here, which it's connected around this S and the I. So this piece is like this, right? And then you've got this flat one. So this one you could really put about anywhere, but I put mine like right here around the M. Okay, and then you got a couple of little hollies, okay, or berries, I mean. Okay, so let's move all this off to the side, and then what we're going to do is we're going to start with our Mary. I'm going to move my plaque off to the side. So I am going to base coat this in antique white. That is what I painted mine with. I really like that, like, antiqued, like, farmhousey. I tell you guys this all the time, that natural colored look. I love that. So that is what I used for that. Let me get some paint on my.
It's almost the same color as the MDF.
It is almost the same color as the MDF. This is my paint palette I like to use. It's my Sam's Club paper plate. Thank you. Hashtag Sam's Club. So I've got my 1/2 inch awesome angle here. That's what I'm going to use to base coat this here. And I don't have to do a lot to this, guys, because a lot of it's covered up. So we did dress up some of the other pieces, and we'll talk about those as we go. But I did do a quick base coat on this.
So while you're doing this,
yes, ma'am. Yes.
Say some people have popped in.
Yeah, let us know that you're here, guys.
Hello, Mary Jane.
Hey, Mary Jane.
And Peg.
Hey, Peg.
And Stacy.
Hey, Stacy.
And Lurking Linda O'Connell.
Hi, Miss Linda.
And there are some other people in here, but they're being quiet.
That's okay. You're 100% allowed to be quiet. If you want to chat with us, you are more than welcome to. If you want to sit and just listen to us, you're more than welcome to.
We talk about random things.
We do. Who knows what it'll be today, but, that's what we do here. So we're just going to keep on painting. And Lindsay will talk, and I'll talk, and we'll just see how this goes.
Hello, Terry. Welcome.
Hi, Terry. Terry Brown.
Terry Brown.
All right. Hi, Terry. What have I got here? Something on the table. I did clean up yesterday. Me and Chris got some paint on the table, so I did get that all cleaned up yesterday before I left. And by Chris and I mean I got paint on the table. And so I did make sure I cleaned that up so you guys wouldn't have to look at that today.
Hello, Debbie from Oklahoma.
Hi, Debbie. We're working on our brand new Merry Christmas Holly hanger. It is a brand new piece, hasn't been on the website just probably not even 24 hours. Literally, I think Lindsay put this on yesterday afternoon. So I am painting my Merry Christmas in antique white.
Hello, Robin.
And then we are going to be going into our layers. So we'll start painting the other layers, different colors. I'm not trying to be like super neat here. So if you guys see that I'm being a little messy, I don't really care because you know what? It's going to be covered up. No, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't need to be super fast.
Hello, Marianne Eversole.
Hi, Marianne. All right. So getting this piece painted up here. Did you guys like that video with Chris yesterday? I had a lot of fun. I've been learning a lot of stuff from the masters. I learned some stuff from Linda, learned some stuff from Chris yesterday. Mostly excited about learning how to do that Santa beard. Like I was really excited about that. All of this is going to be available at Cover Distributing, so cdwood.com. You just click on the links that Lindsay pops in there and it'll take you exactly to the actual items that we're using. So super easy to do. Okay. Just going to finish up this Merry Christmas part in the antique white. Got a little messy here. Hold on, let me get this in the middle of my... Well, I don't want that to dry like that.
Looks like I'm painting it.
So did you see that? I was just plopped it in there like it was nothing. Okay.
So Marianne asked if
Yes.
we're decorated for Christmas.
Marianne.
Sad to say, no, I'm not.
I'm not either. I did tell my husband last night that if he's home, because he works for the electric company and sometimes he'll come home for lunch or whatever, or to see what's going on if they're not super busy. If it's raining, they can't really work out in the rain unless it's, necessary. So I said, if you make it home one day, could you drag my Christmas stuff out? And he was like, already? I said, I know it's a little early for me, but yes, because it's a short turnaround. But so no, I am not ready.
And I was hoping to do it last weekend, but we were busy. We were gone at like all day Saturday. And then Sunday, because we were gone all day Saturday, we just wanted to veg.
It's funny to me when I hear Lindsay say we were gone all day and we just didn't want to do anything the rest of the week. And that just is like a point that you didn't have kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you, like with kids, you're like used to just running.
Yeah.
Oh, I have 5 minutes. I can do this in between when you're running your kids
Yeah.
someplace. And you're like, we were gone all day. I just didn't want to do anything because I was tired from being gone.
Yeah.
It kind of makes me giggle when you say it like that.
Yeah.
Kind of makes me giggle. And then I'll say something. I'll tell Lindsay what I did. She's like, you did all that in one weekend? I'm like, yeah. She's like, you're probably tired. I'm like, no, not really. Because I'm just used to it from having littles. Ooh, that's loud. Sorry if you guys could hear that. Okay. So I want to know what your favorite colors are for Christmas. Are you traditional green and red? Do you like silver and gold? What do you guys like? What do you do? Like, I'm traditional. I like red and green and maybe a little bit of sparkle with black in it sometimes. I don't know. I like a little bit of classic-y stuff. Lou?
Well,
I know you like multicolored lights, which I don't like.
yes.
So we have this discussion every year.
always multicolored lights. Always.
She's like, more colors, the better.
Ever since I was a kid. The funny thing is my mom, she always had this, we called it the anemic tree, my brother and I did. And I don't know why we called it that, but we did. It was white lights with glass ornaments. And it was like really fragile.
Don't touch it.
Don't touch it. Don't breathe on it. Nothing.
Right.
But she loved that tree. And the funny thing is, hold on, let me put that. I just popped that link in there for you, Diane. And my dad has always loved like bright, colorful Christmas. So I've just always been like my dad, like colorful Christmas trees, lots of lights, so, but I do have, my mom passed away and I do have that Christmas tree and the ornaments in the basement, but I just won't put them out because pets.
Yeah, at your house,
They
would never survive at your house. Like,
so, but I like colorful. I have bubble lights. I have retro lights. I have our outside. My husband's goal is to be seen from space. That's how many lights we have outside.
They're like the Griswolds.
We are. But yeah, we have lots of decorations inside, and
we don't even decorate outside.
Traditional, like my tree has snowmen on it, but it's traditionally decorated, but yeah, I'm
super like, I'm themey. Like right now, all of my ornaments are red, black, and white. Whether it be like, I have some glittery red ones, and I have some like wood sliced ones that have like Christmas sayings on them and all that fun stuff. But I'm very traditional with my tree.
And I have a gingerbread tree. I have a gingerbread tree in the bedroom, and I have the snowman tree in the living room.
Yeah, see, I put one Christmas tree up. One is enough.
And I would have another tree.
If you had space, you 100%.
I do have 3 other trees in the basement.
Because who doesn't just have trees sitting in their basement, guys? Who doesn't? Tell me how many trees you put up in your house.
It's inheriting when my mom passed away, I got all her Christmas decorations and stuff like that. And it's just, they're just sitting down there. If I had a bigger house, I'd probably put them out. Or, well, let me rephrase that. If I didn't have a 105-pound German Shepherd, I would.
Yeah, that's, I think, more of the problem. I don't even think it's like the space for you. It's your animals.
It's the dog.
It's the beast that lives in your house. He is, too. He's adorable, but he's a beast.
Thank you, Marianne. She says, I put up at least 3 trees. If I'm energized, there's 5.
Really? Where do you put all these trees? That's what I want to know. Like, I don't.
Robin says she likes red, white, and gold. That's a pretty combination.
Yeah, I like that. Red, white, and gold. Yes, I like that. So do you do, with your red, white, and gold, do you do like just white lights, or do you do multicolored? I would do white. I always just do white. My Christmas tree is always just white. I like just traditional white lights on my tree. Okay, I'm pretty good with that. All right, so that is antique white on that Merry Christmas. And now we're going to go into the red. And I used, for the first time, I think ever, country red, and I loved it. So
you normally don't use this.
I don't. And I was looking for something else. I wanted like a little darker than what I typically use. And this, I saw it in the cabinet and I was like, oh, that's kind of a pretty color. So that's the one that I picked. But it's deceiving because look how bright it is when it comes out on the plate. At first I was like, whoa, what am I doing here? This is way too bright. Guess what? It's not. It's perfect. So if you want a traditional red, this is a good one for Christmas.
So Terry says she has clear lights, all kinds of ornaments on her tree. She has one that was her mom's before she passed when she was 13, and several ornaments that her 46 and 43-year-old kids made her in school.
Oh, that's sweet. I still have all those ornaments. I don't put them on my tree anymore, but I do still have all those from when my kids were little.
I have all the ornaments that my brother and I did when we were kids.
I have none of
I don't
those.
put them out. They're in a box.
So do you have a Christmas tradition? We have a couple of traditions at our house. So when my kids were younger and when I was younger, my parents started both of these traditions. So we got a new Christmas ornament every year. And it was something that would go like with the theme of stuff that we liked. So like if we liked like, let's say a cartoon or something, that's the ornament we'd get. So like my kids were really into Scooby-Doo. So they got a Scooby-Doo ornament, that kind of stuff. So we have that tradition. And then we also have a tradition where we get to open one present on Christmas Eve. And that present is always a new pair of pajamas. So you can go to bed in your brand new pajamas and wake up for Christmas morning. And I secretly think that was my mom's way of making sure that our pajamas matched for Christmas pictures.
I mean, that's a good idea.
I really think that was her plan the whole time. But I continued that tradition on with my kids. And my kids are adults now, and they still get Christmas jammies every year. And every year, Austin's like, you better not, because every year I tell him it's the last year. I'm not doing it anymore. And every year I do it. And he's like, can we open our jammies? I'm like, I didn't get jammies this year. So no, you can't open any jammies. So yeah, I still try to trick them every once in a while.
So do you, like, does Gracie get them now too?
She will this year. She hasn't before, but she will this year because they're engaged now. So she's part of the family.
Okay. My sister-in-law does that.
Yeah.
Like all her kids.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah.
And her daughter's husband.
Yeah. I don't do matching. I mean, I'll probably do matching for Cody and Gracie.
They all match.
Yeah, we don't match, but
they all match.
I usually get like Dakota. I always end up with plaid for him because he's not really into anything good. You know, like Austin, sometimes I'll find something cool like Xbox, or like Brad one year I got him some I even do them for my husband. And he buys me a set. Ever since I started that, he buys me a set of pajamas every year for Christmas too. So maybe we'll do a Christmas jammy photo this year, and I'll share it on Facebook for everybody to see.
See, we do, we always did an ornament.
Yeah.
Like, we got an ornament, but.
Yeah.
And then we had, like, we would play games on Christmas Eve, and we'd always watch Christmas Vacation on Christmas. That was like a tradition.
Yeah, we still do that too, yeah.
But, like, my husband and I, we do one new ornament for the tree every year, the theme tree every year. And we do the Christmas Vacation thing. And
yeah.
So, okay. Robin says she likes white lights. Her husband likes colored lights. She found a tree that goes from colored to white lights, so she has both.
Oh, that is genius. I love that.
I saw those trees at Lowe's when we were looking.
I love that. Yeah.
Susan says, I hand paint my grand cuties frosted glass Christmas bulbs usually.
Oh, hand paint your Christmas cuties, is that what she said?
Hand paint my grand cuties.
Grand cuties. Oh, I love that.
Christmas bulbs.
That's awesome. I love that name. Grand cuties. That's perfect. I have all of my bulbs from when I was younger. Like when we moved out, my parents, when we moved out, they were like, take your stuff. We want nothing of it. So when I got married, like they just kept bringing boxes of my stuff to my house. And so I have all of my Christmas ornaments. A few of them are not in great shape, so I don't put them up anymore, but I used to put them on my tree. Animals and kids wreaked havoc on our Christmas tree when we were younger, so. We used to have an indoor cat when we lived in our old house, and he would climb our Christmas trees. So he'd tear up some of the.
Are you talking about Houdini?
Yeah. You remember those old Christmas ornaments that had like that like silky stringy thread on it? Yeah, he would like claw those, so they're not in the best shape anymore. I
still have one from when I was a strawberry shortcake one.
I have that one too.
Yeah.
I have that one too. Yeah, they're nice.
So Marianne says, I have one big tree and the rest are pencil trees. Family room equals Santa tree. Kitchen equals snowman. Dining room equals Lennox tree. Landing equals ornaments from 1964 from friends. And what I make, bedroom tree is antique balls from grandparents and flea markets.
Oh my gosh. That's a lot of work though. Holy cow. I couldn't imagine putting you know what? A Christmas tree would be fun in a kitchen. I would have space in my kitchen for that. I'd have to move. Would have to move Coach's bowl out of like where, because I'd have to put it in that spot. But
or you could get a countertop one.
Yeah.
My mother-in-law has a countertop one that she puts up.
Yeah, that just seems like a lot of work, guys. I'm not gonna lie. That seems just like a ton of work. I don't know if I'm all about that life.
Terry says Marianne is making me tired.
No kidding. That's why I said that seems like a lot of work. I'm not sure if I'm about that life. I'm lucky to get my one tree up.
When we lived in base housing, believe it or not, we only had the cats. We had 4 trees up in base housing. So
how did you have space for that? Those are
we had
small. Yeah, but you had a 2-bedroom house, Lindsay, and you had 4 trees in a 2-bedroom house.
Yeah, they weren't full-size trees. Calm down.
Oh my goodness. I can't.
We had like a patriotic tree. It was red, white, and blue, and then we had like.
Well, and as you should if you're in the military like that, and
one big tree, which was, I guess you would call it the Santa tree, and then we had 2 other smaller trees that were.
Oh my goodness.
And we weren't home for Christmas ever. We were always.
You did all that work and you weren't even home for it. That's funny.
We always came back to Ohio for Christmas.
That's funny. That is too funny. Yeah, I just put up one tree. One tree, and it's not even like it's in our living. So the way our house was built, we have like a office and a formal dining room up in the front part of our house, and then like the living space, I like to call it, is all in the back of the house. So like our living room, our kitchen, our dining room, all that kind of stuff is in the back part of the house where all the bedrooms are. So that's where you can even see, like if you pull up to my house, you can't even see a Christmas tree because it's in the back where we all sit. I don't even have one up front. I probably could put one up front, but why? Nobody sees it. Nobody wants to see that. We don't have visitors come to our house. Just my mom. Okay. Christmas was a little spoiled for us in the last few years after my dad passed because it was his favorite holiday. Mm-hmm. So, it was kind of a downer for us for a little bit, but.
It's always hard when, I know when my mom passed, it was hard.
Yeah.
I mean, both of my parents love Christmas, and you always have Christmas traditions, and then you lose someone that always changes it.
Yeah. My mom for a few years didn't even want to put a tree up, and I was like, Mom, you got to put a tree up. It's Christmas. She's like, why? I don't know.
Robin says that she has a French bulldog named Gizmo. This is his first Christmas. I'm wondering how he's going to do with the tree.
Okay, so here's the thing that I learned when my dog was a puppy. So he was a challenge. So we have a Yorkie, and
he's still a challenge.
He's still a challenge. You're not wrong. He's 15 and he's still a challenge. So he didn't bother the tree per se, but he loved to get under the tree on like the tree skirt and like toughen it up, dig it up, like a bed, to lay under there and sleep. And because I think the lights let out a little bit of heat, and he was small, so he always wanted to sleep under the tree. So because he did that, my problem was more the tree skirt than the actual tree. So you'll have to keep us in the know about your tree and how it goes with your puppy.
We've never really had problems with the dogs bothering a tree or cats. We go through a lot of trees because of our cats.
They love your trees.
We've fixed it though, because my husband decided if you make the tree rotate, the cats won't stay in it. So, and it works. I mean, the tree rotates and the cats don't get in it because it scares them. So,
doesn't everybody have a rotating tree, Lindsay? I mean, guys, come on. You see what I'm dealing with here? We have a rotating tree.
Yeah, it rotates. But the problem with the dog, I mean, Big Booty Rudy and his butt, that's what his problem. He just doesn't know how wide load he is, and he just knocks things over.
He's just all over the place. That's his stuff. He's just got a lot going on.
Yeah, but we never really had a problem with the dogs per se. But we don't have live trees.
Yeah.
We have fake trees.
Me too, yeah.
So I know I have friends that have live trees and they have to watch the water.
Yes, because it will drink it all and the tree will die. Because, that's fair game. Everybody wants sap water for their dog. Okay, almost finished with this part, guys, and then we're going to do our berries. See how fast this goes? This is not long at all. Okay, so we got that. And then now we're going to work on our berries. So I'm going to stick with my 1/4-inch angle, and I'm just going to hope and pray that I get this right around the corner here. If you're worried that you're not going to be able to get your berries circular, you could use a painter's tool if you wanted to. So like the painter's palette or the Bubble Buddy if you want to. See, if I can do it, you can do it. So I'm just going right up to where the stem will be and then pulling that around, making sure I don't have way too much paint on here. Letting some of the other stuff dry while we keep moving. I think the key to stuff like this is to just keep going. And when I use a color, I like to do everything with that color, so I'm not like cleaning brushes and going back and all that kind of stuff. Okay, I felt like there was, there should be one more of these someplace. Did I lose it? There should be one more thing of these berries someplace. Do you see them on my table? There's 1, 2, 3 of them. I only have 2 of them. The 3 sets of berries.
Well,
yeah, it's okay. If not, we'll just go with 2.
We'll wing it.
We'll wing it.
It's supposed to come with 3 sets of berries.
Yeah, we'll have to check that and make sure that we got the extra in the other room. I just want to make sure I didn't miss it. Like you're looking for something so hard, you sometimes lose it.
It's like usually right.
Yes, right in front of your face. I know. If you guys see it on the screen, be like, "Hey, idiot! It's right there." Well, would I not be? Hello.
So Marianne says, you guys make cookies. My husband is the cookie maker in the house.
Yeah.
He loves to bake cookies. And I think that comes from his uncle. I call my husband Johnny Crocker because he loves to bake cookies. But his uncle John too is the cookie baker in the family. So that's what he does. But you, Jen?
I bake every year. I take one day. Yeah, I take one day, like the week or two before Christmas, and I just bake all day long. I do all kinds of stuff. I do cookies, and I do like pizzelles. Yes, I'll bring you some this year because it makes a ton. Pizzelles. I do peanut butter blossoms. I do chocolate covered pretzels. I do Buckeyes. I do. I'm trying to think what else I make. I make all kinds of stuff, I just bake all day long. My kitchen's a disaster. I'm exhausted when I'm done. But the guys love it. So I'm cool with it. And I give some to my neighbors. I give some to Bridget because she doesn't bake. So they always invite us over for Christmas Eve because we don't have family close. So we always go over there and I always take a tray of cookies. So we definitely have tons of cookies when it comes to Christmas time. I don't do like gingerbread, but I'll do like I don't really do anything like intense that you have to like really roll out and cut, but I decorate, but I do a ton of drop cookies and I make dough dogs, which we talked about that I think before, but I make stuff like that.
My husband usually does chocolate chip cookies. That's his thing, but he'll try other recipes and
my husband
sometimes we do sugar cookies.
Yeah,
we're not good at the icing though.
Peanut butter, so I make him peanut butter cookies every year. Dakota loves peanut butter blossoms. Austin loves dough dogs. I try to make something everybody likes. So Cody will take some probably to Gracie's because her mom's hosting Christmas this year. So yeah, I make a ton of cookies. They never go to waste either. And then my mom and my sister are bakers. So they make cookies for Christmas and sell them. And then whatever's left over, they'll make a cookie tray. And then either when we go home for Christmas or when my mom comes up, she brings up extra cookies for us. So we have her cookies and my cookies and all kinds of stuff.
So Mary Ann says, I'm trying to decide if I'm going to. It takes me 2 days. At least 1 year she made 1,700 cookies.
Okay, why? So many cookies just because of the batch size is that why you made so many, or like you can't decide on what flavors to make, so you just make them every cookie in the whole entire world? Holy cow, that's a lot of cookies. I need to know the details on this. How did you become the baker of 1,700 cookies? That's a lot of cookies, my friend. I'm just hitting a few places that didn't look like they were completely coated with this country red, guys.
Terry says, I make 8 pans of homemade Rice Krispies, almond sugar cookies with sprinkles, not icing, vanilla sugar cookies with sprinkles, not icing, fruit cake cookies, spice cookies.
Is it coffee and spice? Because I make those and they are delicious. I love coffee and spice cookies.
You got a little excited there.
I do. When she said spice, like not a lot of people make that kind of stuff. So that's why I was wondering. Oh, they're so good. I made those and gave those to you guys in your cookie books.
Yes,
their baskets. That was 1 year.
John, my husband's aunt and uncle, the same uncle that bakes the cookies, makes potato candy.
Oh, my mom makes that.
I love potato candy. It's horrible for you.
It's terrible for you, but it's so good.
There's nothing better than powdered sugar, potatoes, and peanut butter.
Right? A whole ton of it. I make hardtack candy too, like the rock candy type stuff that you put the powdered sugar and stuff on. I do make that sometimes too.
And then my mother-in-law makes these things called Chewy Noels that we fight over. They're like blondies. I think I told you about those. They're like blondies, kind of, is the closest thing I can think of.
Yeah.
Buttery little chunks of goodness, and we fight over them.
That was mine.
Exactly. Like when it used to be that my husband's grandmother made them, and she's in a nursing home now. So my mother-in-law makes them now. And it used to be when his grandmother made them, she would make a special tin for her daughter, my mother-in-law, and I would take the tin because I love them. I absolutely love them.
Isn't that mean? You're a thief, Lindsay.
And no, I would give it back to her, but she always knew where she would hide it, like where she thought no one could get it.
And you knew?
I knew exactly where she was hiding it. But
there's no hiding it from you, as
but those things are so good. I mean, and they're like buttery little pieces of heaven.
Drops of goodness.
Yeah, with like powdered sugar on it. There's a thing, like a common denominator in my favorite treats. They all have
powdered sugar. No kidding.
But
I'm kind of like wanting some hardtack candy, so I'm gonna have to make some of that and bring it in, Lou.
It's been a long time since I've had hardtack.
Oh, I love hardtack candy. It's so good. It's
the
so
only
easy
one
to
I
make
don't
too.
like is the clove.
Oh, you mean anise?
Yeah, that's the only one I don't like.
You're not a big cinnamon friend.
I don't like cinnamon.
Yeah.
Not
I'll make like peppermint or something, spearmint, something like that.
Hello, Dee. Welcome.
Hi, Dee. We're working on the Merry Christmas Holly door hanger. It's brand new. Just got put on our website yesterday afternoon. So if you want to grab this to recreate for yourself, you are welcome to do that at cdwood.com. If not, you can just hang out with us. We're talking all things Christmas today. So if you have anything that you want to share with us about your Christmas traditions, we've been talking about what color lights we like to put on trees, what kind of decorations that we put on our trees. We've talked about baking. We've talked about Christmas jammies. We've talked about a lot of stuff today, guys. That looks pretty good. I think I just need to hit this here, and I think we're almost done with the red, guys. See how easy and fast this thing is? It does not take long at all. Okay. Just making sure I got all of my stuff with the same amount of paint on it. I don't want any of that MDF sticking through there. So making sure there. Okay. Those berries look pretty good. This one here looks a little bit. What's up? You look confused.
Marianne.
Oh, okay.
Marianne said my mom used to give them away, so I made different ones. I used a lot of my mom's recipes, and I would double the recipes, but little did I know they were already doubled.
Oh.
I have to make triple batches of snowballs because everybody likes them.
What is a snowball?
That's not those Mexican wedding cookies, is it?
Oh, it might be with the powdered sugar on them. That's how Lindsay would know, because they have powdered sugar on them, Marianne.
If that's what a snowball is.
They're Lindsay's favorite, too. That's funny. Okay. Good with the red. So we've finished up with our country red. Now we're going to go into...
Yeah, that's what they are.
Is it Mexican wedding cookies? Okay. Those are good.
Yeah.
I agree with you on that one.
I might make some of those this year.
You don't bake.
I do bake every once in a while. What I do is I do English dishes. So like I'll do a trifle, but the thing with a trifle is it takes a long time. It's like an all-day process because you got to have things set.
She can't be bothered to do that.
No, it's you got to have this set, and then you got to have that set, and then you got to do this, and yeah. Okay,
I am going to work with foliage green. Actually, this isn't the color that I used. I used celery green.
You said celery green.
Yeah, I did. I pulled the wrong color off the rack. Let me get a different color. Hold on 1 second.
She lied.
I lied to you all. It's right here. I was like, as soon as I started shaking that, I was like, that's not the right color. I wanted a lighter color for my leaves. Okay, got a different color here. So I am going to use celery green, not foliage green. That's what I keep saying, but it's not. Okay.
I mean, foliage green would work.
It would work, absolutely. It's a pretty color too, but I like celery green better. Okay, so because I want that darker contrast, because Lurking Linda, I'm going to use plantation pine to shade these. And I want that darker contrast on here. So that's my plan. Anybody else joining us, Lou?
There's people in here.
They're just being quiet. That's okay. Absolutely.
We talk enough for everybody.
We do. We do. I just don't want to not say something to somebody if they've come in and... Okay. This won't take long at all. This all painted green. I might even use some of the little things that Mom taught me yesterday on my little berries and stuff.
Uh-oh.
I know. I got to use what she taught me, right? So everybody asked if we were decorated. Is anybody there decorated? Anybody that's watching, do you have your stuff out? Christmas decor out? I know that Dakota's fiance's mom has all of her stuff out. She does hers the day after Halloween.
That's typically when I start too, but it's just been crazy.
Guys, Lindsay's life's been crazy. She was busy for one day last weekend.
You're a jerk, you know.
Her life's been crazy. She cracks me up. She cracks me up. All right, so finishing up this coat of celery green. I love that green. I just think it's so pretty.
So Suzanne's joined us. She says, my kids and grandkids expect my homemade caramel corn for Christmas.
Oh, I would say yes to that. I would expect that too if I knew somebody that made that. I love like all things not good for me. So I'm all about that life. I love anything with sugar. My moments of weakness at the grocery store or the gas station, or I've been having a lot of moments of weakness lately, Lindsay.
Thank you, Marianne.
What?
She said, Jen, quit picking on Lindsay.
I can't help it. She's the only one
She's
here.
been mean. She's been really mean lately.
Oh my God, I have not. Don't say that. That's not true.
She has. She's been mean.
She makes stuff up. If you guys didn't know this about Lindsay, she's a liar. Actually, Lindsay's probably the most honest person I know, honestly. Alrighty.
Stacy says no decorating here yet, maybe during Thanksgiving week.
Yeah, I don't know. I got to get the guys to pull my stuff out. And if I can catch them, Brad's got golf league tonight. So he won't be home tonight.
That's part of my problem is getting the husband to bring it up.
I might be able to get Dakota to pull some stuff up for me because he's not going to be home this weekend. He and Gracie are going to the Blue Jackets game, and then I don't know what else they're doing. They got all kinds of stuff planned. Wedding stuff, I'm sure.
Marianne's got my back.
What'd she say?
She said, we can tell, Lindsay.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, thank you, Suzanne. Better be careful, Jen. You may get put on Santa's naughty list.
I am already on there, honey.
She's at the top of the list.
I am. My name is the first one. Every year, you know. I try. Every year I say it's not going to be me this year, but every year it's me. If you pull that list open, it says Jen right away. Jen Key. That's her. That's me. Going right in the top of the list.
Marianne says she hires her neighbor.
For what?
To help, I guess.
Oh, really? That's a good idea. To get him to get her Christmas stuff out? Oh, that's a great idea, actually. My neighbors are all gone now, though. Cassidy's in college. Everybody's gone.
You got 2 boys.
Yeah, if I could ever get them to do anything for me. They'll do it for everybody else, but not for their mother. Isn't that terrible?
Well, it's kind of like my problem. John will do stuff for other people.
Yeah, but not for you, yeah. He'll go work at the Legion for 3 hours, but you come home and ask him to do something for 5 minutes. He's like, I'm too tired. I can't do that. All right. Almost finished with this. These are going to need a second coat, this celery green, but that doesn't take long at all. I think the first coat was always the worst because it soaks into that wood, but okay. So let's hit this again, and then we're going to dress these bad boys up. How are we doing on time, Lou?
45 minutes.
Okay.
Terry says her kids do for others too.
Yeah. I think it's easier. I think we all are like that, though.
Everyone's like that.
Yeah. I mean, if Lindsay was like, hey, can you come to my house and help me put my Christmas tree up? I'd be like, sure, but...
No, you wouldn't. You'd be like, wait till after Thanksgiving, you weirdo.
No, I would not. I would help you. If you asked for my help, I would help you 100%. But that, yeah, I would call you a weirdo, but I'd be like, yes, I'll help you, you crazy person putting your tree up like January 1st for next year. That's what you do. And you don't usually take your tree down until like February.
End of January.
Mine goes down New Year's Day. Every year, I take mine down New Year's Day while the guys are watching football. And then on a commercial break, I'm like, take this down to the basement, put it away. I
come by it honestly, though. My father last year did take his Christmas tree down until April.
April? Oh my gosh, at that point, you might as well just left it up.
And I'm pretty sure the only reason he took it down was because he moved.
That's hilarious.
But he enjoys it. That's what he always tells me. He's like, you enjoy it. Who cares what people think? So
That's funny.
no one can see it because it's at the back of his house. So
No, it's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, so Marianne says it works with the neighbors. She knows how I decorate, and I've taught her over the years. She helps great.
Oh man, I love that. I wish honestly that I could just put my stuff in my living room and have somebody come over and put it out. Like you put it wherever you think it should go. I'm not picky. I'm not a good a decorator. I'm not good at that stuff. So
That's your sister.
that's my sister, 100%. Like I'll call her if I'm not sure. I'm like, hey, what should I do with this? And she's like, well, put it. Da, da, da. I'm like, I don't know. And then she'll say, just try it. And I'll be like, oh, that looks really cute there. She's real good at that stuff. My sister is.
You should just hire her.
I know. Kim,
Say,
why don't you
hey,
come up
come
for the
on.
weekend and decorate my house? She came up one weekend and decorated my house for fall a few years ago. And I loved it. It looked great.
Did you take pictures?
Yeah.
Did you do it back?
I didn't even decorate for fall this year.
Oh.
Didn't even put anything out. Nothing. I didn't even buy a pumpkin to put on my porch or a mum. I'm not terrible. I'm such a bum.
I didn't buy any mums this year.
Yeah, I kill them. I hate, like, only time I do flowers is like the beginning of summer when my mom's coming up because she loves flowers. So Brad will go to the greenhouse for me and buy a couple of hanging baskets, and they hang on the little lights on our porch. And he takes care of it. He waters them and takes care of them because I kill them. I have the blackest thumb. It's not even funny at this point. It's so bad. Like I walk by them and they just fall over dead. I mean, it's crazy.
She's being dramatic.
No, seriously, I'm
It's
horrible.
because you forget to water them.
I forget to water them, or because I forget to water them, I think I overwater them. Like when I do remember, I'm like, oh, they haven't had water in a couple of days. I'll just drench them, and then that's not good. I'm just a disaster, guys. Just a disaster. Okay. Finishing up these leaves and stems here. Okay, one more, and then we are moving on. We did talk for quite a bit in the beginning of the video, though, about our awesome rumor that's going around.
Yes.
Because,
So Marianne says her mom left her tree up year round. It was in the living room that wasn't used. It probably had 300 Lennox ornaments on it. When she died, everyone would take their favorite ornament off.
Oh, Lennox ornaments were beautiful. I would be so afraid to break them. Okay, done with that. So that was celery green. So far we've used celery green, we've used country red, and we've used lamp black.
And antique white.
And antique white, yes, and antique white. So now we are going to take some deep burgundy. And we're going to dress up these little holly berries. So I'm going to make sure this is dry. So just give me 1 second. And we will dress these up. Okay. So I'm using deep burgundy for these. A little bit on my plate here. I've got my 1/4-inch awesome angle. I'm not using my big one, guys. Sorry, but I'm not. Not for these. Not for these. I will in a little while, but I'll do it on my leaves, but not for these berries because they are small. Okay. I'm just putting a little bit of deep burgundy around the outside edge of my berries. So it's going to give us a little bit of texture. Okay. I'm going to come here and go this way. So you can tell the difference in the 3 different berries this way. It looks like there's something as opposed to a blob of red,
Big brush, a little bit of paint.
Right.
Terry said.
Big brush, a little bit of paint. I hear you, Terry. I hear you.
She'll move up to the big brush.
I will. I promise. I'm going to do it on my leaves and stuff. But for these berries, I got a small area I'm working with. So, Keep this coming around here. Define each one of these little berries. Deep burgundy is such a great shading color, I think. Get that dark texture on there. Okay. So there's one set. Let me do this other set. There are supposed to be 3 sets in your thing. I'm not sure what happened here. I might have lost it on my walkover too because it wasn't wrapped. So that's possible. I have a history. It could be on the floor. I haven't looked there either. I do that sometimes, drop things on the floor and don't realize that they're on the floor until I get up to walk away. Okay.
I'm still wondering where those berries are.
That's what I'm saying. I wonder if they may have dropped on the floor too, Lindsay, on my way over, or
we'll find them.
Yeah, we will. We'll find them. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
It's fine. So again, guys, this is the Merry Christmas Holly hanger. Brand new, guys. Absolutely brand new. I painted it up the end of last week. We got it put online. Lindsay just cut them for us to come over here and do this. So if you guys want to get it, they're cut and ready to go. Okay, so I got that. Now we just got to do these 3 here.
Terry says she needs to try that color for shading. She usually uses black plum.
Black plum would be pretty as well, but yes, I do like this color. I really do like this color for shading. It's such a good color. And I like stuff that give me like a little bit of grace when I'm doing something, because I'm not super like steady handed. So I like that I can kind of, it covers up some of my imperfections, I should say. I like that. But I think a lot of colors of paint do that. It's just what you like and what look you want, you know? I wanted more like antique-y, farmhousey kind of look on my stuff. So that's why I went with these colors. Okay, there's that. And then I've got one more set of berries over here to do. No, I don't think I have enough paint on there. And then we'll do some plantation pine. But I do like to, when I'm doing this kind of stuff, just stick with the same color. So like, I'm going to do some little bit of dress up to my letters as well. So we'll do all of that before we switch colors. I hate cleaning out my brush and then starting new. So I like to just get all of the same color done at once if I can. I want less mess. I want less brush cleaning at the end of the day or at the end of the video. I don't want to have to stand in there forever cleaning brushes. I just want to get it and get it done. So anytime I can quickly get something finished up, I'm all about that life. Okay, and then that's the last of our berries. So I've got all of those done. Now what I've done to my letters is I've taken the same color. So I've got this deep burgundy here that I'm using, right? That's the color I have, yeah, deep burgundy. So I did take my 1/4 inch angle and I did do a little bit of work on my letters. So I just did a little bit of shading on some parts of the letters, not all of it. I didn't do it all, but I did do some parts. So I like this, I like for some of these pieces to stand out a little bit more. So I just took that and just went along there with a little bit of the deep burgundy and kind of shaded up a little bit. So I did the top of the M's, and then I'm going to do over here on this part here. Just makes it pop a little more, especially with that antique white underneath of it. So I did that. So there's my M. That's all I did, guys, just that little bit. And then the reason I like to do this as well is when you have like a script font like this, sometimes I feel like it helps dress up where those letters are connected. So I would take this and go around this E a little bit. Bring it down this way, okay? And then I will get a little bit more paint here. I'm gonna go here. See where that E is? I want that to be separate. I don't want that to look connected there. So I want that to go like so. And then I'm going to go this way as well. So on this R. Okay. And then I'm going to go down this side because I like how this little hoop is down here, that little scallop kind of thing. I want that to be separate from the edge. So I go there. And then I also went over here because I did it on the inside there. So I wanted it to be on the inside here. If you do with one, you should do to the other. So then I do my top of my Y down in, and you'll see a little bit more once this dries up. You'll see where you can see the darker color. And then I went this way inside of my Y because I wanted to see the difference in where that hoop comes back around. Okay. So I did that. So that's all I did for those letters. And then now that we're working on this, I'll keep going. So I went down the side of my R. Okay. Did that. And then I went down the side of my I. Just kind of giving it a little bit of shadowing in some of these letters so that you can see where it's see. So that kind of breaks it apart there. And you can tell that that's a different letter. It's not supposed to be connected. So I did that. And then up here around the top of my S, I also want that to be separate. So let's go here, pull this around. All on the same inside part here that I'm doing. Okay. So see where you can see that now where that's separate? That's the look I'm looking for. And then we'll do a little bit here on the M. It's a little bit too much water, Jen. Holy cow. Okay, so we got that. And then we'll go here. And again, you can see where this Y comes through and I want that separated. So that's why I'm going on the inside there. Okay, so that looks pretty good there. So let's start layering here. So we've got our, can you see the difference in that darker deep burgundy on there now, guys? And that country red. Okay, so we got that there. So you can see it coming on the inside here. You can see where it breaks up in the lettering there. Okay, so then we're going to do the inside of the H's. Oopsie. Okay. And then I'm going to turn my H away. No, I'm not going to turn my H away. I'm going to go straight down here on this side of it. Okay, and then you can just kind of start, once you get these finished up, you can just put them straight onto your piece. So I've got this, and now I've got my C. I'm going to come on the outside here. Around. Okay. Okay, a little bit more red. And by red, I mean deep burgundy. Come down the side of my A. I'm only doing the inside part here. Okay. Back up here with my S again. So I'm coming up around this way and down the inside. Okay. And then I've got my T, and this is going to be the last letter we're going to have to do with this red. So I'm just coming down the inside of my T here. All right, so that is my Merry Christmas. Guys, we are almost done. We have to do one more thing, and shade some plantation pine into our greenery. So we've got 3 little pieces of that. So let's do that. I've got plantation pine here, and now I'm going to use my big girl brush, Terry. So I've got plantation pine. Put this on my paper plate here. I'm using my 1/2 inch awesome angle for this one. Okay.
Marianne said, why am I so quiet? Because you're talking.
Because I'm talking, yeah. When I start talking more, Lindsay shuts up. It's when I'm quiet that Lindsay's like, oh, wait, I should say something.
Yeah.
Concentrating because I have this big brush, Lindsay.
You're doing good.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Better than I could do.
Okay. No, you just don't get to practice like I do. That's all. Okay.
I've never shaded in my life.
You've got this. You've got this. You've got it. Oh, wait. We have a leaf here. Okay.
They're just falling all over the place.
My stuff? I know. I'm losing everything. Did you see that? I was like, oh, wait. There's leaves here. Okay. Coming around. Okay. I'm trying to let stuff dry so I don't pull the color back up. So that's why I'm only doing bits and pieces of it as I go, guys. I learned this from Linda the other day. Make sure it's dry. All of the bristles, all of the time. Right, Linda?
I'm telling you, you need shirts. All of the
bristles, all of the time. That's what she told me. Keep all of the bristles down, all of the time.
And what was that other thing? Wet,
blot, load, blend. Yes, wet, blot, load, blend. Okay. Guys, we're moving right along. Okay. We've got this. Finished in no time. This is kind of a small leaf for this big brush, just saying. Okay.
Linda said all the bristles on all the surface.
All the time. I got it. Now, am I executing? Not sure, but I sure am trying.
You're giving it the old college try.
I am giving it the more I practice, the better I'll get. That's what I keep telling myself. The more you practice, Jen, the better you'll get.
That looks like you got all the bristles down to me.
I'm trying. I am trying. Okay. I am trying to do what I was taught. Okay, and then back around here. I'm just going to kind of wash a little bit of color on here because that's a small area for me. All right, coming around. Coming. Okay, I'll let that sit for a bit. Move on to something else, like over here on this one, so I don't pull my paint up. Again, just pulling some of that paint up to sides of these smaller pieces. I'm not really trying to be fussy with it, just kind of bringing that darker color up so it doesn't look so stark up there. Okay. And then we're going to come back around here. Better let that dry. Come down here. It's amazing what a little bit of paint can do, isn't it?
A little bit of paint makes a big difference.
You sound like Mom right now. So did I confuse everybody when I was calling her mom yesterday? I wondered if I did. I didn't even think about it till after I got home last night. I was like, I called her mom the whole time. Guys, she's not my mom.
They're not our parents.
She's not. I mean, I act like she is. I call her mom. I call him dad. But, like, they are not our parents.
No.
They treat us like we're their kids, and we treat them like they're our parents. But we're not related at all.
They ground us, too, don't they?
They do. I mean, Dad always tells me when I go out, if I get in trouble and get arrested, to call him.
Yeah.
Come pick me up. So, I mean, he's like a dad.
I mean, he is. Remember that one time my husband was out of town and I went down to Dayton to go to the movie?
Yeah.
He said, you call me when you get down.
Yeah, because he was worried.
He
that
did not like the idea of me going to the movies in another city by myself.
No, he did not. No, I do remember that. Yeah. So, yeah, they're not our parents. I think we've said this before, but Yesterday in the video, I almost thought about it after I got home. I was like, you know what? I kept calling her mom the whole time, but I call her mom here every day at work. So to me, that's normal. I mean, she walks in the morning. I'm like, good morning, Mom. Good morning, Dad. Whatever. That's what he says in the morning.
That's true.
Whatever. I'm here. That's what he says. I'm here.
It's funny. Papa John and I are not morning people.
No.
And Jen and Chris are morning people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. It's kind of funny. I don't know that I'm necessarily a morning person. I'm just like one of those people like, when you're up, you might as well just
you're a morning person.
Make the best of your time on the world and the earth, right? So I'm like, oh my.
Try sharing a hotel room with her. Like she like pops up in the morning and I'm just like, why are you awake?
Because I have to be, Lindsay. We got to go to work.
5 more minutes.
You can't have 5 more minutes. We got work to do. Let's go.
Mom used to say to me, I'd always ask for 5 more. I've never been a morning person.
You cannot have 5 more minutes. You got to go to work. Come on, let's go. Why procrastinate it? You got to do it. Just do it and get it done.
Don't make me.
Okay. There's that. There's that. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm going to do the inside of this one because I don't think I did that one. Yeah, looks better. Okay. All right, I like that. I like that. I gotta fix this here. So I didn't finish this part. Let me just finish this and we're good to go. We'll lay her out and see what she looks like.
Good to go.
Good to go. All of the bristles on all of the surface, all of the time. Linda, you gotta know that I'm saying this to myself while I'm painting, right? Okay. All right, now the only thing I didn't do is I didn't bring any color up on this. So let's do that real quick. And then that way, because that looks really, really bright. Okay. All right, here's our thing. Here's what we're doing. All right, let's put this. Remember, I've got my lamp black surface here, right? I've got my Merry Christmas title here. Got that on there. Right? Okay, now we gotta put our pieces back together. So this guy that's got this like point part, this guy here goes right here with the big hollies, okay? So this point, wait, hold on a minute.
No, it don't.
No, it doesn't. Hold on a minute. Where's this piece? This piece goes on here. This piece goes on here. So this piece here with the point and the flat part goes with the S and the I. This point here goes up here in the R, okay? Then you've got this big leaf goes down here where the M is, and the small leaf goes up here, like so. And then you're supposed to have 3 of these. So one goes here, one goes here, and then one goes also on here. So that's
not sure where that third one.
Yeah, I'm not sure where it's at. Like I don't.
It could be anywhere.
It could be anywhere. It could be in the other room. It could be on the floor underneath of me. But you should have 3 berries. Yeah. So in your kit, you'll have 3 berries. So that is the piece, guys. That is our brand new Merry Christmas holly hanger. Thanks for staying with me today while we painted this piece. Super simple, super short list of things that you need. You need the Merry Christmas hanger kit. You need plantation pine, celery green, country red, deep burgundy, antique white, and lamp black. So 6 colors, 1 plaque, a few brushes. I literally used 3 brushes. That's it.
Marianne said, referring to Papa John and Chris, they are awesome with you girls. It's cute to watch all you guys together. I remember when I ran into you at Costco, they said they are our kids.
They did, yeah. They did, yeah. So we were on a company outing that day, and we stopped at Costco with Mom and Dad, and we ran into Marianne, and yeah, he was telling her that we actually are their kids, because even though we're really not, but we act like it. And
we could pass.
Oh, 100%. Everybody asked me if I'm Chris's daughter.
Yeah, and so, I could favor John a little.
Yeah, a little. So,
but anyway.
All right, guys, so that's it. That's our project today. Merry Christmas holly hanger. Go check it out. You can grab it on our website, cdwood.com, if you want to grab it. Do that. Again, remember we have that new Spoonfuls of Christmas that is available on our website as well that Chris and I did yesterday, the Santa. There's also a suman and a gingerbread for that. And then we also have the buy two, get one free Chris Hoy patterns. So if you guys need any kind of patterns from Chris Hoy, do that. That includes those new patterns, guys, the Christmas Eve ones. So if you want any of those, make sure you grab them during the sale. It's only going to be good until 11:59 p.m. tomorrow night. So make sure you go get those stuff now. All right, guys, have an amazing day. We'll be back tomorrow with some of Chris stenciling doing the I Tried stencil. So join us if you want to. All right, guys, we'd love to see you back. Bye-bye.